has. It's Kirk and Callahan with Kirk Minahan and Gerry Callahan on Sports Radio WEEI.
Barry's in Pawtucket. Hey, Barry, how you doing?
I just wanted to say, Dale, what a great job calling the Red Sox games. I had no idea that you had it in you, and I'm impressed.
That's very nice. Look, it's been a long time. I haven't done a game in 7 years. September 28th, 2011 was the last game I had done before.
And that was a tragedy.
That was the worst game ever. It was in Baltimore, and it was awful. But I was a little rusty to start and got into the rhythm, and it was fun, especially working with Roger Thursday night, but with Tim all weekend long. It was fun.
Oh, God, Roger's the best.
Just haven't had a chance to do it in a while.
Not just blowing smoke. It sounded like you had not left the booth.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. It's the opposite. I thought he sucked.
Who's that they're talking to?
Am I allowed to say that or no? I'm kidding, obviously. They're talking to Barry, the caller from Pawtucket. Do you listen to the freaking show? You're too busy. What are you bitching about the producers?
I thought Dale was excellent. I thought Clemens was a bore.
Dale was fine. He's a fine broadcaster. They're fine.
Yes, he's very good at it.
Dale did fine. Dale was good.
Yeah, but Clemens is just same old thing.
Yeah, it's a cliche and no brains, and he's not smart like Rob Gronkowski.
Right.
What are you talking? What's Gerry talking to you guys about in there?
Just talking about the Brookline area.
The city.
Brighton, BC.
You still bothering you about this apartment, the whole thing?
Yeah, texting about the
Do you
apartment.
leave him alone, would you? He lives in the same town.
He has a friend that lives right next to.
We know. We're bothering him.
My daughter might live.
He doesn't care that much.
Well, I just want to know how it all works.
That's something you would say. You'd say like, why
there's no parking? Trying to figure out how she's going to get around.
There's plenty of parking at the stockyard.
Do you know? It's true. I love the stockyard.
Yeah, so do I.
But I have this question for Curtis. He's a BC guy and a Cleveland Circle guy, knows the turf. Do you ever wonder, like when you're in the Cleveland Circle, if the train knows that you're on the track? You're like sitting in a light, you're on the tracks.
Right.
You're going, is everyone going to will I have a chance to get out of the way?
What?
When you're on the train tracks.
Yes, I've been on the train tracks.
Do you ever wonder, like, if there's a chance the train's going to come?
No.
Never?
No.
I always wonder that.
You're a deep thinker.
I know. I wish I were dumber.
I think you're heading that way.
Why is it so bad to say someone's dumb? It's like they're born that way.
Well, I mean, it's not a compliment.
It's like making fun of someone because they're, tall.
Okay, well, let me ask you this question.
Or redheaded.
Okay? Let me ask you a question. Are you more likely to call a man or a woman dumb?
Man.
Right, so am I. So why is that?
Because, I don't know,
well,
they take it as an insult.
Okay, so it must be insulting.
The only two people I know who don't take it as an insult are Mutt and Curtis.
Right, they're both dumb.
They're proud of it.
Right. Well, I don't know if they're proud. Well, I think Mutt sometimes
But Albert Einstein says there's nothing rarer than a smart person who is happy.
True.
So it's better to be dumb.
Occasionally, I do these dumb things.
Right, my genius is my curse. That is true. Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Well, I don't know if it's genius, but a thinker. You don't.
A lot of dumb people don't kill themselves.
You don't want to be a thinker. I want to be Dustin Johnson. I want a blank stare. I want to just hit the ball and have a good time.
Yeah, well, it's nice
do
to
a
go
little
home
coke,
too, right?
Go home to that beautiful
Paulina,
wife.
and yes, but you don't think that because then you love reading books like I do and watching movies.
I could live without books if I could play. If I were a better golfer,
you'd rather be a 2 handicap and never read a book.
Yes,
again.
No question.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Yes,
I would not.
Those 2 handicappers who don't read books are happier.
No, I don't know if that's true or not.
Kirk, you're miserable.
There's nothing more exciting.
Actually, you're not miserable.
Than a great book.
That's overrated.
You sound like Dale.
I hate that. I'm not miserable either.
I am not either.
But you are. You think too much.
I overthink. Yes, like the stuff I'm doing right now. I probably shouldn't even worry about it. Right?
And you know what? I love you
all the time.
I love you.
Am I really miserable? Touch them all, Andrew Benintendi. Let me touch your balls. I mean, home run, Red Sox.
See, I don't think you're miserable. I don't think I am either.
Icky Baluki. I'll pretend to be a nice guy. What does Twitter say?
Gone.
Yeah, gone. What does that say? What does Chad Fitz say? Bruce Arthur's everything.
Throw to the plate, slide, safe!
Safe! Did you do that if you're watching the game? Safe! Why? Because you're broadcasting the game. Why do you say it like that? You sound insane on its own. Listen to that cut on its own. It sounds like a madman. Listen to that.
Throw to the plate, slide, safe!
Safe!
That's nothing compared to
safe!
Never to Castiglione.
Who would say that?
Safe!
Or what's his face? Sterling?
John Sloss.
John Sloss.
Safe!
Do we have some of Bradford's call the old timers game?
Dale does a good job. Dale's a good play-by-play.
Dale's a hockey guy. That's the way they do games. Very excited, upbeat.
But again, if you're sitting next to a guy at the game and it comes in there and the guy screams like safe like that, you think he should be institutionalized.
No, people do that.
You
They
do
get
at the game?
excited. I used to.
Safe!
I'm old and jaded now, but I used to.
All right, first pitch, Pedro Martinez to Darren Lewis. That's a ball. He can't paint the corners. He clearly doesn't have
Okay, hold on. A ball where? If that's never, we know exactly
paint the
where.
picture, dummy.
Low and outside, high and inside, up by the eyes, in the dirt.
Paint the picture.
Jesus, Bradford.
Skinny moron. Really?
Yes.
Ground ball to third, gets by Wade Boggs down the left field line. That could be extra base. It's Lewis moving slowly around first base. He'll pull into second base. A ground rule double to start things off.
Can
for
you have a
us.
list
Ground
to be a
rule
play-by-play
double?
guy?
Boy, Drellick's much better than Bradford.
Was it actually a ground rule double?
I think
Was
so.
Did a fan touch it? Why is it a ground rule double?
I see a lot of fans there.
They get hopped up into the seat.
Crowd was crazy, though. Did you hear him? Jeez.
Down the left field line?
Anyway,
Was Darren Lewis the fat one? Who got fat?
Darren Lewis put on some weight.
Yeah.
Money in the bank. Oh, call it.
Deep to left field, way back. Goodbye, home run, Julio Lugo.
He's good.
He's a hell of a guy, Lugo. What did you think? Where were you when you found out he won Player of the Game?
People were tweeting at me.
MVP.
People were tweeting at me. That's perfect, Red Sox.
MVP, which is good because he was in a good mood. His wife was in the clear.
Most valuable predator, Julio Lugo.
Oh,
Congratulations.
look at Lou. Lou, perfect form. Lou just starts. Come on, Evan.
I missed this.
Lou just tarts? What did he say? Lou sharted? Is that what he said?
Starts. Come on, Evan. Lou just starts.
Lou just sharts?
Lou just tarts?
Oh, okay.
What? What did
Let me
he
hear that
do?
again.
What did Lou do there?
Lou what?
Lou just starts.
Lou dust tarts?
Are you telling me if those two did a game?
I listen every
No,
night.
you know what you should do? You and Bradford. You have good
I agree.
chemistry.
We're good friends, yeah.
You did a game instead of Joe and Tim.
The ratings,
The
first of
ratings
all, would
was soar.
skyrocket.
Right. But we don't care about that. Right?
Jen,
We have to remain, dignified.
No, these are
Above that.
These are Hall of Famers we're talking about.
Lou
See,
Maloney.
Ground ball to second
Lou
base.
Maloney.
Lou Merlone bobbled the ball.
Perfect form.
Stuck with it. Turned
Stuck
to
with
4-6.
it.
What is he? You let him talk, Rob? Jesus.
I thought they were supposed to be a team.
So you'd rather, if I said to you, you could never read a book again. You're a big reader like I am.
And I could be a
You do things,
two-handicap
you and I do things. We read.
in a second.
Really?
Because I think it'd be fun to be good at golf. Good.
Because I would too. Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun.
I got my second eagle of my life the other day.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Jarred one out from 81 yards.
How'd you play in the round?
I think it allowed me to break 50 in the nine.
Jeez.
No,
On
not,
that sixth hole?
uh,
Did you see it go in?
no.
Oh, no.
No, but the guy who was with was up ahead. And he said, boom.
Really?
Yes.
Was it
For
your
two.
actual? You've been known to hit a couple of tee shots. Is that your actual first tee shot?
Yes,
and
it was
your
my
second
first.
shot?
I was with other people.
Was it clean too?
I wasn't by myself.
You didn't move the ball around the fairway. And
Clean
then you do
two.
that?
No.
Really?
It wasn't in the fairway.
Oh, it was
It's
over
like
in
in the
on
little rough. Yeah,
Oh,
behind
you
that.
always are.
Yes.
And you made it from there.
Yes.
And the car accident. I forgot to ask you about the car
Yes.
accident.
The
Go ahead.
car accident.
Let me hear it.
Car got totaled.
Yes, you texted me right away. So what happened?
Yes.
So you had your grapes and your milk.
Had my grapes and my milk, and I was going away for a long weekend. Had a little procedure done.
Right. So you're up there.
Up there to recuperate.
Yep.
I'm looking around.
It
was only in one ear. That was weird.
flashbacks. Did you see that?
Yes. And so I'm pulling out of this very, very busy street.
I know exactly
it was all
where it
backed
is.
up
Yeah,
at a
yeah.
light.
Right.
And so the nice woman, there's a couple cars waiting. Me and someone else were pulling out of this Rite Aid.
Yep. I know exactly where.
So pulling out, taking a left against traffic. They're
Yep.
coming this way.
Bam.
The woman lets the cars go. The first car goes slowly, and I'm kind of going slowly behind it. And a girl decides that she can get between us and just flies and boom, hits my front end. Total my car, total her car.
Ruined.
I'm convinced.
I have no doubt.
She's texting.
No question.
She's 16.
Well, you said you got out of the car. She was looking.
She had the phone in her hand.
Right.
And she was screaming and frantic, but she had a phone in her hand.
Was she alone?
No, she was with a woman, I think her mother, but I'm not sure.
Right.
No skid marks, no slowing down.
Right.
Absolutely full speed, twice the speed limit at least. Guess what? They don't care. I call my insurance company. They say, well, there's nothing you can do about it.
know
What are you
this,
talking
right.
about? Oh, you went through this.
I mean, I know
said,
you
you
hate
have to
this.
sue her if you want to prove she's texting. I go, what are you talking about? Can't the cops look into it? Nope.
You hate this, I know, but this is the exact same thing that happened to me in October. The exact same thing. Teenager.
I told you that. I said
right.
the worst thing about getting in an accident is
The
when you
accident
tell
stories.
people, everyone tells you their accident
Right,
story.
but it was the same thing. Teenager with his dad, with his mom. Same thing. No skid marks, nothing. He came out, he had his phone in his hand. Same thing.
Really?
Same exact thing.
See, when you told me the first time, I didn't even listen.
You didn't care, right?
No, I didn't
right.
care.
I wouldn't have cared if it had happened to me.
And there's
point
nothing
by a texter.
So
Thank you.
So I actually talked to the cop. He was very nice. And unless he grabs the phone at the scene immediately,
Yeah, but why?
there's nothing you can do.
But why? They can see when they sent the text the last time. What if she sent
No,
one?
because then you have to subpoena the records, and they're not going to do that. They just say it's not unless someone's killed.
Right.
If I got killed and I was close, trust
Right.
me, she hit my front left quarter. If I was a little further out,
It made things easier for us with some people on the outside if you had died there.
true. Sorry,
Consider that.
I wasn't hurt at all. I'm telling you.
Well, your neck's
It's
a little
kinda-
sore, right?
I got out and I was like, I must be hurt. Everything, the car was destroyed. My groceries were everywhere. My milk exploded. I had that powder from the airbag on
Right.
me.
Yeah, I had that too.
And I'm looking around. I'm saying to the cop, I said, do I have any bones sticking out? I mean, I don't feel hurt, but I must be. But I wasn't.
It's a nice advertisement for a nice car.
For an Audi.
Yes. Well, mine was a Mercedes. It was fine.
Yes.
Same thing.
I told my wife, I got to buy another Audi. I have to.
Yes.
Because this time I saved my
Yeah,
life.
He was safe. Yeah, exactly. He was safe.
Yeah, I just don't want to pay the
So
extra
you know,
for the good
so I
car.
went after. I was screaming at the kid and the parent. You didn't have any of that.
No, I was out like in the.
I was stumbling around
stunned.
like a.
I was pretty impressed with my own composure. Can I just say that?
sure. You're welcome to say that.
And I
Sure.
was like, wow. You know what I was? I was happy to be alive, seriously, and not like.
Did you see the
banged
car
up.
at all or no?
No.
Before it hit
Well,
you?
yes, just
Yeah.
brief. I saw
The
it
last
coming.
second, right?
Last second, full speed, thinking, why is she not stopping? You know, why is she not stopping?
The movies do a pretty good job
The
of that.
car
That's
in
what it
front of
really
me,
is like. All of a sudden,
the
bam.
car in front of me left her like just enough room to get between us.
Right.
She had to know
So
that
there
there
had
were
to
more
be-
cars coming.
There had to be 10 witnesses, no?
Yes, including the woman that let us out.
Right.
But it doesn't matter.
No, I know.
They
But
don't care.
But I'm saying everybody was there. Everybody talked. There were people who
Yeah.
stuck around.
Yeah, they don't care. It doesn't. No, they don't.
And your
I
car
mean,
is done.
The car's done.
You have,
Yep.
to take all the stuff out of the car.
Yeah, right there at the scene. The car's in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
I had like 5 minutes to get everything out, and I had everything: groceries and golf clubs and clothes and
Food.
and food,
Beer?
all kinds of food, beer. But they didn't ask me about drinking or
What about
doing
the open
drugs.
one?
No, nothing like that.
Yeah.
And I was like literally going through the glove compartment and they're going, let's go. We got to get on the tow truck. It was wild. But, at one moment I'm pissed because I'm convinced she was texting and speeding.
Yep.
But the other moment I'm this close, I swear to God, 3 feet from dying.
The texting epidemic, I've said it before,
It's out of
is
control.
worse than drunk driving by far.
Oh, and the amazing thing, and I talked to a cop about it yesterday, is that they don't really, I don't say they don't care, they care.
They care, but
it's too big for them. It's too all encompassing.
Right.
Everyone's doing it. I was in Boston talking to these idiots about looking for apartments for my daughter. We were all over the place in Brighton and Brookline, and everybody is texting.
Everybody.
This is no lie. I don't lie. On Friday night, I watched someone drive into a curb, a woman in Tewksbury.
Right.
She was texting. There was no one around her. She was on Route 38. Boom! Into a curb, blew out her tire. On Sunday in Somerville, I saw RAV4 do the same thing.
Well, so on
Boom!
Sunday,
Hit the curb. I'm looking, and it was
crazy.
just some idiot texting.
On Sunday,
now, for the texters, stop with
on
this.
Sunday,
okay?
I drove Kate to swim meet at MIT. We actually took Route 2 in there, right by here. And I looked on one side at one point. The person on my left was texting, driving. The person on my right was texting, driving. On Route 2, I was in the middle of them. We're going like 45, 50 miles an hour.
So I was
Maybe
pissed.
faster.
I started honking all weekend. I am honking at people,
Oh, it's gonna solve
pointing
it,
at
man.
them, yelling at them. I'm tired of it. And it's
You're
scary.
the old guy. You're the old guy just pointing and
It's
yelling. now.
scary. Everybody's texting, and it's much worse than drunk driving.
Do you feel
much
like this will be?
worse.
Do you think this will be an effective method of ending it? Pointing and yelling?
No, and I'm more discouraged than ever after talking to the cop.
Well, how do you legislate it?
I mean, you bust people.
I don't hear that one of you too.
What is it?
It's Gerry.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
I'm yelling at people. I'm losing my
Maggot!
mind. I'm
We
doing
need
that.
a video in the car with this. That'd
Yeah,
be
we
so
should.
good.
I'm telling you, I've done this on my bike too. Is knock on people's
Well,
windows.
I do. I run. I do the
It's
same
scary.
thing. I'll bang on their window.
It's scary when you're running.
Doesn't really do anything. I've learned,
When you're
but-
running, you could see them coming, and you're like, that person doesn't see me.
No, what's scarier is when you're on the sidewalk. This happened to me a couple of years ago. On the sidewalk, a car basically almost hit me on that because it was the guy was friggin' texting away.
It's amazing, and they should have stops. What he calls checkpoints,
Right.
where they bust people for it. There should be a way to jam up.
Well,
their
there are certain
phone
ones
lines.
now. So if you get to a stop sign, right, like a big stop sign, you'll have cops on bikes now who do that.
Oh, really?
They'll bike down. Even if the light stopped, if you're texting, it's a violation. They'll knock
It should
on the window,
be.
pull
It
you
should
over.
be a friggin' felony. They should take them out of the car, handcuff them, take them away. It is more dangerous than drunk driving. I'll tell you why. Drunk drivers at least are trying to keep it between the lines. They're trying. It's a terrible thing.
Yes.
But aren't they trying to get home safely? Texters don't care.
I'm thrilled, man. Thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it.
Texters don't care. They're just busy texting.
Right.
And I'm always thinking, what if that text says, I'm leaving you? some guy to his wife. She's definitely not paying attention to that. I mean, maybe it's.
I don't even think the content of it really even
the
matters.
content matters.
So I've seen seen people watch. They watch videos. I mean,
That's
true.
true.
It doesn't matter.
They're on Twitter.
Right? Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I hate these people. I hate them. They almost killed me.
What are you going to do? Get past the
I don't
honking.
know.
What are you going to do?
What can you do?
I don't know. Is there some sort
We
of
can rant and rave on the air.
some kind of fundraiser?
Why can't they have checkpoints like they do for drunk driving?
I'll tell you one thing we could do is get rid of this dumb thing. They're all
Text
driving.
line. I'm all for that.
They're all driving. I'm not sure you're for that, but they're all driving the whole time during it. That's all they're doing. You think anybody's at home doing that?
This guy says he sees cops driving around texting all the
I
time.
believe it.
Right. They don't think it's a big deal. Well, I'm sure some do.
Well, think about
but they think there are bigger problems in society, and I don't.
Think about it at its basic core. You're driving around with your head not focused on the road.
Text line is 37937.
Occasionally, I'll be driving and my phone I'll get a text or get a call.
Yeah.
And I'll look at it and I'll slap. I will not even, I'm a little, gun shy now. I will not even look at a text.
Right.
Let alone send one.
Stop effing texting me.
But everybody's doing it. Do you think, I think there's going to be some deaths. And
I think
more
Curtis
deaths.
does it.
Some more deaths.
I do.
You do?
I hate you. I hate you.
Not all the time, but if I get a text from you guys or I want to respond quickly, I'll get
check
on
Twitter?
It. If I'm at a stoplight, yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Ken?
Here's the other thing.
Sometimes at red lights, I've caught myself.
I hate you because I saw this. I was in the
I've
city
done it. I've
all
done it
weekend.
I've done it at red lights.
At red lights, people are sitting at red lights. I did this 3 or 4 times over the weekend. I was at a lot of lights, and they don't go. And you're like, what is going on? It's because they're looking at their phone.
True. Oh, no question.
And you're 6 cars back, and you don't make it through the light.
Right.
Because this idiot is looking at his phone.
It's better than texting on a highway at 75 miles an hour, though, I'd say.
No question.
I mean, I've seen guys.
Well,
I mean,
you want to rank it, but
no. But back in the old
I
days,
want to bust them. I want to arrest them.
Yes. Yeah. 2 summers ago, I brought my mom from Maine to Dana-Farber one day, and there was a guy, I've never seen somebody in the highway like that in my life, and he was
Just
going,
all
veering. We pulled over, and you had to get by the guy. It was scary.
And I remember when you used to say that guy's drunk? You don't say that anymore.
No, he's texting.
You say he's texting, you go up, and sure as hell, looking down.
I actually agree that I think drunk driving is, I don't want to say safer.
It's
less
rarer.
dangerous.
It's much rarer.
Because you do put the extra focus on there.
Right. Lots of
I
people.
don't think Curtis was that focused when he was drunk driving.
But lots of people today would
Sadly, I
say
was not.
they would never, ever drunk drive.
Never.
But they would text. These 2 idiots just told you they would.
Right.
You just said you look at your phone.
Yes, I will. A stop sign, I will. A red light.
I drove drunk a lot. I can say that was much more dangerous than texting.
No, it
much
isn't.
more.
No, it isn't. Because
but you were. I mean,
there aren't that many people.
Bomb. You probably shouldn't drive anyway.
That's true.
There aren't that many people drunk driving. There are lots more people text driving.
True. All right, 617-779-7937. We'll be right back.
It's KNC, Kirk and Callahan on Sports Radio WEEI.
I start honking all weekend. I am honking at people,
it's gonna solve
pointing
it.
at them,
Maggot.
yelling at them. Experimented with what? Shut
the
up and let's
history.
hear from Kane. Okay, let's do socks. I can't believe
that really works.
Our 2 chimps in there both admit to texting and driving.
I give them credit. They're being honest.
I know. I'm disappointed.
If I
in
asked
you
right
two.
now if people call in and say if they text and drive, we get full lines of people admitting they did it. Of course, because they're nameless and faceless. We know
I
that.
don't, and I swear I don't, and I never will. And I
Is your phone right up there on the dash though? You see
Are you
it?
like Jordan Spieth? You put it in your.
I put it usually on the passenger seat.
I have a little thing. You lift it. You put it in there. Like the.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you must have a nice car.
It's not bad.
It is. I was impressed with the car. That I didn't get hurt.
Yeah, well, those cars.
I didn't think that was possible.
They build them like tanks, man. They build them like tanks. I was not hurt. I wished I was. I was not hurt at all.
And you went after
Remember
the
we got
kid?
a call. I don't think you were in that next day. Remember we got a call from that lawyer who said, "Don't say you're not hurt. I'll take care of it. Personal injury lawyer. Don't it's okay." I mean, I haven't had an erection since then. I don't know if that's related to it or not. But I heard Dale's deal safe, and all of a sudden, boom, popped right up.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know how that works.
Say!
Chris Curtis texting and
Did you
driving.
see that? Yeah.
You can see this. Now we got all our creative parody accounts hard at work.
But I would say if you ask 10 people, if they're being honest, 10 people, the honest answer is more text and drive than don't.
Well,
Wouldn't you say that?
Why don't they drunk drive? Because of the consequences, right? You get busted, you lose your license.
Correct. So you need
maybe get fired. You need more severe consequences.
What you need is an important death related to texting and driving.
Well, you see those commercials; they're great.
Of course.
Where they're at a funeral for a kid, and the reason the kid died, and they show the text halfway done. I mean, those are pretty effective. But
I agree.
You're right. Nobody's going to jail.
Where's Charlie Baker on it? Where's Marty Walsh on it? Where's Donald Trump on it? It's a huge. Right. First of all, it's a huge insurance issue, and it's a huge life and death issue.
And it was amazing to me how little. I won't say they didn't care. It was nothing they could do. The insurance company's like, yeah. It's too late now.
I know Mum was texting in Saratoga. He was drunk.
Was he?
Yeah.
Handcuffed by my ankle.
That should
to
be a double felony.
But don't you use Waze? Don't you have to pick up your phone if you're getting directions somewhere when you use Waze on your
If you
phone?
put the phone, if you have the phone right next to you. No, you
My
don't.
navigation talks to me.
Mine doesn't.
Your Waze doesn't talk?
I have the sound disabled.
Well,
Good idea.
Why don't you enable it, Chris?
Not
You can
really
do
sure
that.
exactly how to do that.
It's like me. I found out last week how to turn the light on my phone. I had no idea. No clue. None. Now I just do it all the time.
It talks to you. Both. I have Google Maps and my navigation in my car, and they both talk to me.
Now they hire, you can have like Morgan Freeman, the old Morgan Freeman, before you found
Really?
out who it
Why
was.
would you want that pervert?
But I'm saying you get the voice like that. I wouldn't mind the Curtis voice for Waze. You know?
Yeah, you
Would
should
you
do that,
Chris?
It'd be my honor.
Good. If I was,
I would
looking,
have,
for, if I was looking for a hot tub store, you tell me
I
where
was
I was
just going to get into that hot tub.
Maybe have Dino's voice. Keep you
nice and
awake.
articulate. Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Let's go to Mike in Chicopee. Hey, Mike.
How you doing? Just wanted to touch on the texting and driving thing a little bit. Our local police department here actually did a sting on
Good.
the intersection
Yeah, you see that once in a while. Yeah.
and actually sat on the islands in the middle of the road and were bagging people left to right and having a car, in the car follow them down and pull them over. They got about a bunch of them in like 3 hour span one day. I mean, you can get them all
What's
day
the
long.
punishment? Do you know? Is it just $50-$100, or do you lose? You get surcharges or what?
I'm not sure how it works. I know it's obviously a ticket of some sort, but I'm not really positive of the actual
They should
law.
take-
I
they
just know
should-
that the cops and the police department, in that particular police department, just stepped it up one day and was just like, enough's enough.
Good.
But it needs to be more frequent and it needs to be more widespread, obviously. But it's craziness.
Let's go to Steve in Brockton. What's up, Steve?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Great subject. Hey,
No, it's
Gerry is
fascinating.
spot on. It's a pandemic. It's
Pandemic.
crazy. I got a solution though. A lot of states have a state trooper right around the tractor trailer. They're 5 feet above everybody.
You just all you need is an SUV or pickup truck. You can see everybody. I mean, I see them in my car. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, again, what you're going to need is something to happen, something significant to
Right.
happen. And, maybe I was wrong. Maybe people wouldn't call because they're embarrassed to say they do it, but everybody does it.
I don't.
You know what I mean? Statistically,
Yes.
everybody does it.
It's amazing how many people do it, and maybe they need to get hit
Well, it's
head
an
on.
addiction. It's become an addiction.
Right.
It has.
Maybe they need, we need better programming on the radio to keep people's attention.
Well, I mean, people in trouble. Think some issues there. I mean,
Wouldn't that solve the problem?
Oh, yeah, I mean, Mark, James, and Dale today.
Yeah, so
With
no one's going to be texting.
So Rich is gone all week, right?
Out all week, yep.
Okay, so
Where'd he go? Did they say? Did he go to some tropical island or
Aruba?
He did?
No, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. He's somewhere on whatever. He got some package.
Why'd you say Aruba?
Why not?
Better than saying I don't know.
Yeah, great package. So he's gone all week with. So it's going to be Mark and Dale today. That's it?
Mark
Good.
James and Dale Arnold.
I like that. I'll be listening.
I'll be curious. So will I. I'll be curious to see if Mark can get Dale going. Get the buttons going.
He got him going one day.
Or will it be a safe show? That's my biggest concern, Ken. Will the show be safe or not?
It depends. If it's safe, there'll be a lot of texting and driving, probably some deaths on the road.
Right.
We need those guys to get engaged.
Yes.
To keep people focused.
Right. I mean, when Salk was doing it, there was 40, 50 deaths a day texting and driving. It was unbelievable.
They had to get rid of him.
It was just a safety issue.
It was a pandemic.
Yeah,
Other people saying they feel bad for the turf monster.
Right. But is Mike Salk worse than Mike Greenberg?
Yes.
He is?
Yes. He's
I don't
more,
think he is.
I mean, Greenberg's terrible, but Salk was infuriating.
But isn't that a good thing?
No, it sounded like you just wanted to kill him.
I know, but to some extent, at least.
Did you hate listening to him?
No, after a while, I gave up. But at least he inspired some some emotion.
But he didn't. He wasn't
Greenberg
a fighter.
is I know that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Greenberg stinks, and his show is going up in
Oh, just
flames.
Death,
and they
Look
don't
at
know
him.
what to do. They're already even there's people who support them in the media who like them.
They've just gone
who
away.
say
Yeah, it's
ratings are terrible. The NBA playoffs haven't saved them. They're going to give them to the end of the summer, and then they're going to make drastic changes. You're right. They're going to put
They
in.
were on the day after Game 7, the Celtics and the Cavs. The ratings were terrible. It was on ESPN the night before.
It's
like
and we-
11:30,
and we have it on every day. And
People
there's
change
never,
the channel.
Never anything that looks remotely.
So if you're a diehard sports
appealing.
fan, and you're like I always say, think of the guy who's got 15 minutes. He's going to eat his breakfast and watch it on TV. Where's he flipping to?
I think that it depends. If you want to watch
Good Morning
football, Good
Football?
Morning Football. If you want to watch,
No one knows about Fox Sports, FS1.
No,
one.
I don't even know what's on there. What's on then? Is that the Chris Carter show?
I think.
No
Well,
one's watching that.
You have
I don't know.
you have the Florio show. I think you're either watching football shows.
What's Florio on?
He's on NBC Sports
TV?
Network. Yes.
Is he in the morning?
7 to 10.
Talking about like what cities are going to get the NFL draft?
The Olympics in football.
Have you reached out to Florio yet or no, Ken? You guys are still at war.
We're very
or no?
close, yeah.
You are. Why don't you have ice cream with them?
Fox and Friends. That's what people are watching.
But no, but the
Trump's
brainless
watching.
sports fan, the Rich Keefes of the world.
Ken Laird, senior producer of the Kirk and Callahan show, reporting.
They're probably watching Nesson.
Oh God,
Rich Keefe
really?
is probably watching. Rich Keefe's not up.
Speaking of which, I just saw Comcast hired their finally the replacement for what's her face, Casey Smith. They did this morning.
She cute?
I haven't looked at it. No, it's like Miss America. They don't look at that anymore.
Yes, they do.
No, that's going to change.
Yes, they do. Did you see the replacement for Christine Leahy?
Yeah, I sure did.
They upgraded, which is hard to do.
She's an attractive woman for
Yes.
sure. That's not why they hired her.
No.
Oh, she's very talented. Very talented.
She looked good in a swimsuit.
Danielle Trotta is her name. She's the digital host reporter for Sirius XM NASCAR.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I've got to look at her yet. We'll see. So she's going to replace Casey Smith, who's at Barstool now.
Right.
I don't know. I don't watch that show. Do you anymore?
No.
I don't watch Gary's show either.
I thought that was Gary's show.
No. She's no. Casey Smith was doing the
Holly's show.
Yeah.
No, that's not too late for me. You know that.
If it was on earlier, you'd watch it a lot.
Oh yes.
We'll be right back.
Kirk and Callahan. Get Boston's #1 morning show anywhere. Download the radio.com app. Now back to Kirk and Callahan on WEEI.
So we're gonna keep doing this, playing music all throughout the show.
It worked today. I got a lot of great feedback.
It worked for High Noon, man. There's a buzz around that show like you've never seen before.
Ratings. Crossover brought to you by National Lumber, by the way. Our great friends at National Lumber. Midday guys up next. Dale and Mark James today later on. The Mutt tonight, no? And the Red Sox.
Mutt with the Sox.
Ooh. And tomorrow we have Drellick.
8 to 10 Drellick.
I think you and I were fine today. It was a good show, no?
I thought today was an
Very good
excellent show.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I need to hear.
We get Drellick's thoughts on race in America. And
Although 8 o'clock is really like 8:17 to 9:55. That's how I look at it. That's how I
do you
rationalize
think he's
breaking it
going to take my side on the Trump debate? You think he's a big Trump guy?
down. I think so, yeah. Maybe we'll do some play-by-play for us tomorrow.
We like Drellick.
Yeah, we tolerate Drellick.
Yes. Like he's very happy guy.
Yep.
Very dumb.
Oh, he's a happy guy.
He's
Well,
one
he
of those
seems like
dumb
he's
happy
got
guys.
dad issues like everybody else.
No, but he's a happy-go-lucky guy.
It's an interesting question. I'm going to think about that all day now. It's actually not for me. I would definitely rather be the golfer I am and read because I love to read.
And you're a good golfer.
I'm not great, though. I mean, a 2 handicap is insane.
But wouldn't you like to be Jonathan Papelbon, just have no care?
No.
Yes.
All the money in
Yes.
the world, live in
No.
Mississippi without
Yes,
worry.
with Bud Light boxes on my
I've
head.
got plenty of money. I'm fine. I'd rather worry. I like to worry.
He probably sleeps like a rock.
I'd be uncomfortable not knowing stuff, I think.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't, because you wouldn't know what you didn't know.
Yeah, but I'm smart one day and stupid
Well,
the
do you
next
think?
day, right?
Do you think dumb people worry about being dumb? They
Yeah.
don't. They don't. They're happy being dumb.
Are you
Would
happy
like to be
being dumb,
Clyde?
Curtis?
I would like to be Toby for a day.
Seriously, you happy
Toby's
being dumb?
happy.
I like
Yes.
my life.
Curtis is very happy.
He was killed himself 2 years ago.
Now that was
Trey was up to
alcohol.
death.
I was full of depressants.
Full of what?
Depressant
Well,
alcohol.
why'd you have them?
Because I was unhappy.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He was dumb then, too.
How about Mutt? He's happy.
Is he happy?
Is anybody happy?
No, I don't think so.
As Meg Tilly said in Big Chill, I've never met a happy person. What are they like?
Exactly, that's right.
Or is it her sister Tilly? One of the Tillys.
That was Meg Tilly.
You're supposed to know these things.
That's Meg Tilly. Jennifer
Because
Tilly.
you're so smart.
But why was Meg Tilly already screwing around with William Hurt when Kurt Custer just died?
And William Hurt couldn't get an
erection, right?
An erection. I was trying to
because of the war, right?
What war?
He fought Vietnam, his character in that movie.
He did not.
Yes, he did.
He did?
Yes, his character's a war veteran.
I don't think the timing's right for that.
Why not? Sure does. They're in their 30s and the 80s. He could have been.
He's in their 80s. I'd be right at the end of the war.
I think I'm right. I think I'm right about that.
You're always right. You're very smart,
That's a
very
good movie.
depressed, very unhappy,
It's a
and
good
a good
liberal
golfer.
movie. Yeah.
I would rather be Dustin Johnson.
Well, I'd rather be Kirk Minahan. There you go. We're back tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Safe!
Security threats are everywhere. But with Xfinity XFi, you're notified of threats to your in-home Wi-Fi network, so all your connected devices are protected. That's simple, easy, awesome. Go online, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit today. Restrictions apply.